Alrighty, folks, I have watched the David Grusch interview by this Australian dude. I think he's Australian. Anyway, whatever. Foreign dude. Watched the David Grusch interview. For those of you who don't know who David Grusch is former U.S. intelligence, and he was assigned to a UAP group to, I guess, confirm or deny the existence of said individuals. I don't need that because I was in communication with ETs and got to see a lot of cool shit, so I don't need that. But anyway, the point is that he is claiming to be Hua intelligence. He's claiming to have been party to a lot of information. Well, the problem that we have, if you watch the full interview, which I just got through watching, he has absolutely no documentation. He has absolutely no proof. And, basically all you have is his word. This is another Bob Lazar. Lots of cool stories, but absolutely no proof whatsoever. Now, Bob Lazar did take people out to the desert and supposedly show them some things. Well, that's wonderful, but that's still not proof, is it? Bob Lazar himself has no proof that he is anything, that he worked at Area 51, that he messed around with reverse engineering and ET craft. There's absolutely no proof that he did anything. And now we've got David Grusch following in his footsteps. He's the new Bob Lazar, I guess. And has absolutely no proof, no documentation, no evidence, no nothing. And in the interview, he even tells the interviewer, said, yeah, I've never actually seen this stuff. I've never actually handled an ET craft. I've never seen dead bodies. I've never done anything. I've never submitted any paperwork. I've never done anything. And so it's like, well, who the fuck are you then? You ain't got nothing. I mean, contrast that with me, who has actually communicated with ETs. Granted, it was in a crude form of colors. I'd say, give me a red, a blue, or give me a red or a yellow or a green, in response, and they would flash red, or they would flash yellow, or they would flash green. And then that was the response. I'd ask them, simple question. Hey, does Bill Gates suck donkey dicks? And they would flash red. For example, just as an example, right? In Minecraft, no less. But yeah, or Fortnite, take your pick, because Fortnite's coming back apparently again. It's becoming big again. Whatever. Anyway, the point is that I have been in communication with ETs. I've got a video over on Odyssey. Say hello to my little buddy, my little friend. However I worded it, I can't remember now. But anyway, my videos are out there on Odyssey for anybody to go watch. And I have communicated. I mean, I sat there and I told him live on camera, decloak so people know I'm not crazy. And boom, he decloaks. Okay? So, I mean, there you go. Boom. Done. So, anyways, so my videos are out there. And they followed me all the way here from Kentucky, so apparently they must think I'm special. I don't think I'm worth a shit, but they think I'm special, so that's all that matters. Anyway, the point is that, this David Grusch guy, he's just another Bob Lazar. No, absolutely zero proof. Some really cool stories. Okay, his stories are cool. There's no doubt about that. He's got some interesting stories. But there's absolutely no proof. None. No documents. No evidence of a craft. No evidence of an ET, dead or alive. There's evidence of absolutely nothing. I talked to a friend who talked to a friend. Well, okay, that's nice and all, but I mean, that's not evidence. That's hearsay. That's hearsay. If we were in a court of law, it'd be hearsay. It wouldn't be evidence. You got to witness shit with your own eyes. You got to touch it with your own hands. Which brings me to another point. If we're messing around with these aircraft, how's come ain't people dropping dead from radiation poison? Them craft emit high levels of radiation, folks. Don't believe me? Go out into a crop circle and see what happens to your happy ass. It ain't funny. Radiation poison is not a joke. It's serious, and it'll kill you dead. You know, because I get that question all the time. Well, gee, Von, how do you know if a crop circle is real or not? Go out there with the radiation detector and see if it goes off. If there's radiation in that crop circle, it's a real crop circle. If there is no radiation, then it was made by a bunch of men with a twig, with a plank. I mean, you know, that's how you tell a real crop circle from a fake one. You go out there with a radiation detector and find out if it's got radiation. Likewise, if you're around any of these craft, you're going to get radiation poison and you're going to die. It's just that simple. You know. So where's all the dead people at? Now, there was one person that did die at Area 51, and the wife complained and made a big brouhaha about it, went to the media with it and everything. It got so big that even Bill Clinton got involved, who was president at the time. And so what happened to Area 51? Area 51 got shut down as a result, didn't it? Yeah, got shut down. As my dog growls in the background. But yeah, Area 51 got shut down. The only thing at Area 51 now is a couple of black helicopters that are broke down, sitting on the tarmac. And that's it. That's all it's at Area 51 now. And I kept telling them lunkhead school kids that were gonna swarm Area 51. I said, there's nothing there. The only thing that's there is a couple of guards, and that's it. Ain't nothing important there. There ain't nothing of value, nothing interesting, nothing. There's literally nothing there. Couple of broke down black helicopters on the tarmac, and that's it. Area 51 is shut down. They moved everything to a new location, because that woman went to the media and put Area 51 all in the media and shit. And like I said, Bill Clinton even got involved and made such a big brouhaha because her husband died, and I think he died of radiation poison. So maybe he really did get close to one of those aircraft, spacecraft, whatever, vehicles. You know, he got too close to a vehicle, it put off radiation and killed him dead. That's a possibility. You know, you can't rule out that possibility. But he's the only one I'm aware of that's dead from the radiation from these craft. She said it was radiation poison, so I'm taking her word for it. But in any event, so yeah, the David Grusch interview, it's quite lengthy. But in the interview, he tells you himself out of his own mouth he has never laid hands on anything. He's never put forward any documentation. He's never seen any documentation. He's going strictly by word of mouth of what other people in the intelligence community has told him. Well, you know, the intelligence community has this real bad habit of lying, Mr. Grusch. And I think what happened is Mr. Grusch got a bunch of intelligence people that decided, hey, watch this. We'll lead him on a merry little goose chase. Which is exactly what they done, feeding him a bunch of bullshit, because that's exactly what it sounds like they did to him, you know, which is, you know, that's pretty cold-blooded. But I mean, you know, in the military, there's this thing called need-to-know basis, okay, and unfortunately, Mr. Grusch, myself, and others don't need to know. We just don't need to know. Even the President of the United States is prohibited from finding out much of this information. Did you know that? It's true. Okay, so the whole damn thing is just BS. So, just, you know, be on the lookout. But, I mean, you know, if you want to go waste your time watching the interview, you can. But, I mean, he admits in the interview that he's never seen it himself. He's never seen a craft. He's never seen any of the bodies, live or dead. He's never filed any documentation himself. And you know, he promised in the interview, oh, the documentation was submitted. Okay, well, great. So when do we get to see it? Oh, never. Never. How convenient. We never get to see the documentation. So, okay. So, yeah, this dude's another Bob Lazar. That's exactly what he is. And that one MK Ultra super soldier chick, whose name escapes me at the moment, Can't think of her name right offhand. She claimed to be a super soldier and MK Ultra and all kinds of crazy shit. And later it was found that she's just crazy. She's just crazy. That's all. But in any event, unlike me, that actually can prove that MK Ultra was used on my mother. Because I mean, she sold a businesswoman of 36 years suddenly sells her businesses out of nowhere for no reason. Yeah, that's MK Ultra, folks, at work. That's exactly what that is. Anyways, so I actually have things that I can draw from. Unlike Mr. Grusch and Mr. Lazar, who talk a good game but don't have any proof at all. And don't get me wrong, I don't hate these people. I don't hate them. I don't, I mean, they're telling some pretty cool stories actually, but that's all they are. It's stories. Until they have hard evidence, that's all they are, is stories. And that's just the way it is, man. Like I said, I've got a video where I tell an ET to decloak and it does so. That's on video. All right. Does Mr. Lazar or Mr. Grusch have anything like that in their repertoire? No, they don't. Not only that, but I've got witnesses that watch these ships decloak right over our head, moving low and slow right overhead. Huge, huge craft. With little tiny fighters zigzagging behind them, which I thought was so cool. And so cute, kind of cute too. But anyway, enough said of that. So yes, I see him at 11 minutes. Anyway, but yeah, that's Mr. Grusch is another. He's Bob Lazar 2.0. So, oh well, whatever. Anyway, that's gonna do it. Have a good one.